Chicago. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And incomplete to open things up. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's run.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Fields going to keep it running right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bears at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and he looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got room. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Baker. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Looking to throw. Baker. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Baker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Baker. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin from 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
finds Komet on the quick slant. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. And again back to Komet. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Baker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Baker on 1st down. A pass underneath for Fournette. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Baker. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. 14 yards that time for number 14. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to throw the out route, and he completes it to Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On first down, Fields. He's got Harris running the slant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Baker to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Baker on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Fields on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Second down and goal. Fields eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Try to run it in with Montgomery. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Baker now, throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Baker. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Baker. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The 71 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw is Baker on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. 30, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for the Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Here's Baker throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Now a first down throw, Fields. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now Baker looking to throw on 2nd down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Out of the gun, Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says He has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Baker out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Russell Gage, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now on 2nd and 16, Fields. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Baker. And that's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
And this returnable for Harris.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And one last throw here for Fields.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over.